Hello, and welcome to Armenian Enough, a podcast about life and identity in the diaspora, with your host, Laura Vanian-Green.
Hello, and welcome to this bonus episode of Armenian Enough. I am so excited today because I am getting to interview my favorite person in the entire world. And I'll be honest, it was a rough summer. I had definitely planned on recording more bonus episodes and more material, but it was a tumultuous time in my family's life. So let's just leave it at that. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. And I was thinking initially that I would start with something easy, interviewing my daughter, who is absolutely brilliant. And there are so many times that I have better conversations with her than I have with the vast majority of adults. So my first thought was this is going to be really easy. But as I sat up sleepless last night thinking about this interview, I realized it's actually the most difficult task because the conversations that we have, usually in the car while we're driving somewhere, that end up being so deep and so rich and so meaningful to me, happen spontaneously, number one. And number two, there's no weird microphone in between us.
Yes.
So this already sets off an unusual and kind of foreign landscape for us to talk in, but I think we can do it. So I am very, very excited to introduce my beautiful daughter, Samantha Vanian-Green.
Hi, everyone.
I like to note that she's waving, but they can't see you.
Oh my god, I completely forgot.
All right, Sammy. Number one, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Oh, you're very sweet. You're so professional.
And my name is Samantha Vanian-Green. Obviously, my favorite thing to eat is popcorn, and I love horror movies.
Oh, those are the two things we should know about you, popcorn and horror movies, huh? Not your cats or gymnastics.
And I have 2 cats, and I'm a gymnast, and I'm vegan, and I'm Armenian, of course, as well.
Oh, we'll talk about that. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sit a little bit closer to the mic? Because I want to make sure that we get your beautiful voice.
Of course.
Did we already say how old you are?
No, we didn't. I am 8.5 right now. I will be turning 9 October 13.
Yeah, we're just a couple weeks away from your birthday, really.
Yeah.
Ooh, exciting. What do you think 9 is going to be like?
Nothing different than 8.
Wow, that's such an adult response.
Like 30 to 31, nothing's changed.
Okay. The other thing that I meant to ask, because I have like 50 million nicknames for you. It's just what I do. What do you like to be called? What would you prefer to be called?
I like when you call me Bam Bam.
Bam Bam! That's one of my favorites.
I love when you call. And you've called me that so many times, it's just stuck in my head now. Like, oh, my mom calls me Bam Bam instead of Sammy or Samantha or whatever.
And then that evolved to Bambi, right?
Yeah. Bambi's funny.
I don't know if this is a good question to ask, but...
Go ahead.
Because I don't know what else you could compare it to, really, but what's it like being a kid?
It's very fun. I like still being very flexible.
You are very flexible.
I know that people can't see this, but I'm wrapping my leg around my head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to do that.
Maybe less of the stuff that people can't see.
And I like to sleep in the splits. So I like to be very...
What?
I like to be very flexible, and I like to eat a few more sugar items.
Yeah.
Without, like, getting diabetes. As you get older and older, you have more chance when you eat sugar of getting diabetes. And I like that when I'm a kid, there's, like, almost 0 chance of that. So I know that I can't eat as much sugar as I want, but it's still nice to have a bit more than when I fully grow up.
Right. But I just want to go back to something you said. You do not sleep in the splits.
Sometimes I do.
When?
Sometimes I do.
Okay.
Not in your bed. You don't like when I do that. Sometimes I sleep in your bed. You don't like when
You're doing the splits now. But baby,
yes.
Yeah. I think I should have handcuffed you to a chair or something to stop you from wiggling around. You're one of the wiggliest people I know.
Thank you. What about the cats?
Well, they're not people.
Okay, makes sense. I have a question for you.
Oh? Go ahead.
What's it like being a grown-up?
Oh, seriously? You want to go on a downer now?
Yeah.
What's it like being a grown-up? Well, being a grown-up is really cool because you get to make your own decisions about things and you get to figure out what you like and what you want to do. But also the flip side of that is that freedom comes with the responsibility. So now, there's no one taking care of you. Oh, you're a grown-up. You have to pay the bills. You have to, and it's fun to make decisions about certain things, like what you're going to wear, what you're going to eat, where you're going to go. But it's not fun to make really big decisions, like, I don't know, financial decisions, like, should I buy this house? Should I go on this trip? Should I buy this insurance product? It's just a lot of worry.
I totally get that.
Yeah. But the thing is, being a parent, oh my God, I can't even tell you. I thought that I knew what love was. And I did. I have fallen head over heels in love a couple of times in my life.
Oh.
But baby, nothing like when I gave birth to you. That love, it's just...
Thank you.
I just, yeah. Mwah. Mwah to you too. Aw, baby. It is the absolute best soul-changing thing that I have ever done. And I felt like my life before I had you almost didn't even matter. My experiences before you only mattered, and that it prepared me to be the best mom that I could be. That's it. I don't remember. Was there a life before you? I don't remember. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter. The other thing, though, is that it's terrifying because, and this isn't my line, but I've heard people say when you have a child, your heart walks outside of your body. So now I've got the most precious part of me, and I can't always protect you, and that is very scary. So that's what it's like. Now, do you want to have kids?
Maybe later. Probably when I'm 100.
Is there something else that you've wanted to ask me that you haven't been able to ask me? I've been afraid to?
Let me see. Can you please try doing a backflip?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't want to end up in a hospital, but thanks.
That's it then.
What should I know about you that I don't already know?
You've known me for a while.
I have known you for a while.
A lot of the times, I don't know if you know this or not, I can say that I want something, and then I can sometimes food, and don't worry about dinner last night. I actually really liked it. Sometimes.
Oh, thanks.
Sometimes when there's a new food, for the first few times, I pretend that I like it a lot. And sometimes it's true, but sometimes it's not.
Okay.
I just say I like it for the first few times. And don't worry, there's a good part coming after this. But I don't really like it that much. And then I just start getting more and more and more. It's starting to taste weirder. And at the end, I say that I like it again because I actually do. And it's just kind of weird.
So are you saying that you like something just to protect my feelings?
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
I mean, it does hurt my feelings when I spend a lot of time making something and you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Wait, can you say that kid voice again? I actually really like that. That was funny.
This is the worst thing I've ever tasted.
It's so weird. I mostly do that about Dad's cooking, though.
Well, I'll be only because it's healthy.
Yeah. Who wants salad for dinner?
Yeah, that's Dad's voice.
Yeah.
Why do you think scary movies don't scare you? Let me just preface this by saying we just watched Poltergeist the other night. And
it was interesting. It wasn't scary, though.
Okay, but
I want to watch Exorcist.
No.
No, please.
Okay, wait. We're going off tangent.
Okay.
So we watched Poltergeist the other night, which was a movie that really scared me as a kid. I mean, there's a the devil basically takes this girl, okay?
I know, that's funny.
Yeah. So what I don't get is the fact that you were like, I thought this was a scary movie, Mom.
It wasn't. It wasn't a horror film. And it should be rated 9+. And it shouldn't be rated a horror film. It should be rated a comedy.
Wow. Do you think that you weren't that scared because you spent most of your time buried in the candy bowl?
No, I can give you a whole summer on the movie. I watched it.
Okay, it just wasn't scary to you. Mm-mm. Is it because people weren't being like killed and bloodied and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, but there are different types of horror films.
Interesting. I don't like the ones that don't have blood.
You haven't seen one that has blood.
I know, that's why I want to watch The Exorcist.
What if
Little Shop of Horror.
Little Shop of Horrors is
that
funny.
That might be that, and then The Exorcist.
The Exorcist is a step above.
Yeah, I love the throwing up head spinning part.
Yeah, because you've heard about it, you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have any blood either.
I know, but it's cool, like baptized, head spinning, throwing up, it's me.
It's you?
I meant
Tell me more.
I meant it's my type of movie. And I love the name Exorcist. I want to use it everywhere.
Oh, you're not scary at all.
Thank you.
Why do you think you're drawn to the dark side?
What do you mean?
Well, I think most kids your age are probably into lighthearted, funny adventure movies.
Yeah, like the what was it? Poltergeist.
Yeah, Poltergeist is not a lighthearted, funny adventure movie.
Oh.
But you like to be scared.
I like to be scared. I don't like to be hurt, but I like to be scared.
Very good distinction. What is it about being scared, feeling scared, that you like?
After I am scared with one part, I know that I won't have to lie and say, like, that wasn't scary to all of my friends. And I don't know, I just kind of like it. It feels like a little hug, but in a bad way, but in a good way. It's a lot, but...
Does it feel like the same kind of excitement you get on a roller coaster?
Oh, like in Splash Mountain?
Yeah.
The big drop? Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So it's
and that's one of the best things. Actually, Splash Mountain is much better than a horror movie, but you know what I mean. Sometimes.
I don't know what you mean.
You don't know what I mean.
I mean, I know the excitement feeling, but I don't know how it's better than a horror movie.
Splash Mountain is amazing. You get wet. I don't have to take a shower after. You don't make me take a shower. It's cold. I love it. It's scary. And most people don't like it. But whenever you jump backwards or go really big down and drop, your tummy gets this weird feeling that's just like being pulled down. I really like that feeling.
Is that the same feeling that you're hoping to get for a really scary movie? Like a tummy flip?
Mm-hmm. Also in Splash Mountain, it only gave me like a few seconds of that, like 1, 2, now stop. I just wanted to be the whole way down tummy flip. That's what I like. It feels nice.
Your eyes are as wide as saucers right now.
Thank you. I look like Ouija or cat, black cat.
What do you think happens after you die?
You think you go into heaven and God gives you choices about your next life. Like, would you rather have this, but then struggle with that, but then he just gives you a bunch of options. Or she. I think God is a woman.
You think God is a woman?
Or trans. I don't know.
Or trans?
I don't know.
That was a whole lot in that sentence there.
I have no idea. But maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I love Ariana Grande's song. It's gotten stuck as my head. Stuck in my head. God is a woman.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I don't know exactly how many choices God gives you, but I think you get to definitely choose, like, do you want to be a girl or boy? And I don't know if this is going to happen, but I would hope that it would happen. Either two things. I would hope that one of them would at least happen, or both. That would be amazing. We'd either get one chance to relive your life after you've already lived it and change all the things and just kind of make it like a perfect life, and then you would move on to your next life. or that you would get to watch your life, like on a videotape, all over again. And then you would, like, choose, and then I'm going to use your idea, because I think what you saw, my mom saw her being dropped off from the clouds, and Mom, you saw hands, didn't you?
So what you're talking about is the fact that I have a pre-birth memory.
Correct.
I remember my soul being up in the sky and literally on clouds, and I could see the city of Los Angeles underneath me. And I won't go into a ton of detail, but I actually remember being picked up and dropped into the city and ending up in my mother's uterus as I was being born. Mm-hmm. The hands that I remember is my first post-birth memory. I remember 2 sets of hands, so 4 hands altogether, washing that like baby mucus and blood and stuff off of me. And I remember seeing little bits of blood swirl in the tub.
Really?
It's like a split-second memory, but I have always remembered it. I just didn't understand it until I was a bit older, I don't know, 12 or something like that. Because every time I watched a movie on TV, when they show a baby being born, it's like clean and in a blanket. And they're like, here you go, here's your new child.
I know.
I didn't understand what the blood was that I had seen until I saw a more realistic portrayal of a baby being born. And then I was like, oh, babies are covered in gross stuff.
Yeah. I thought they just came out clean too when I was smaller and littler. That sounded so weird. Littler.
It's a word.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess
I'm going to look that up in my dictionary.
Now you're making me question, is it little? I mean, I know they're smaller, but can you say littler? Hold on.
Someone has to Google that.
I'm going to Google that right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mom's Googling it now.
Okay.
Not your mom, but my mom. My mom's Googling now.
All right, we're wrong. There is no such word as littler, and I feel like I should cut this out because how embarrassing.
No, please, no, don't cut it out. It's funny. Right. It's really funny.
Hilarious.
At least
all right, so we were talking about what happens after you die. So you're hoping to get a life review or a chance to go back and have a do-over. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that would work, though, because it would have to involve all the other people.
I mean, like, they would just kind of play it back and make it your way. I don't know, everyone's a hologram or something.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
So what happens after you choose your new life?
I think, and again, I'm going to use your idea, a pre-birth memory. I guess that's what you call it. You remember, like, having to wait for your turn to be dropped off. I think that's going to happen. You have to wait in a big, long line of all these souls waiting to be dropped off.
Yeah. Interesting. But you're just kind of taking my ideas, which is fine and totally...
I know, but I think that happens because, I mean, you saw it. Why wouldn't it be true?
Thank you. I appreciate your confidence. Do you remember when you were... I guess we had just moved into this house. I think you were around 3.5.
Really? I thought it was 5.
No, 5 was way later. And I was giving you a bath and you started telling me about a past life of yours.
Really?
Yeah.
Why haven't you told me before?
I don't want to tell you because it was a little dark. I don't want to tell you until you're older.
Okay.
It was a little dark. So you don't remember at all.
Can you tell me a bit, though?
I'll tell you a little bit about it. Until you were around 3.5. In fact... Okay, I'll take a step back. When you were a baby and when you started talking, you know, you had that like cute little toddler speak.
Yeah.
Everyone, I mean, strangers would say, oh, she's from New York because you had an accent that was from the Bronx. And obviously, your dad and I are born right here in Los Angeles. We have very Californian accents.
Do I?
You do now.
Okay.
But when you were a kid, you said many words like with a heavy New York accent, and we all thought it was really funny. But then when you were about 3.5, you told me a little bit about your past life, and it was in New York, and everything made perfect sense in terms of why you had always had an accent, a Brooklyn accent. Oh, did I say Bronx? I meant Brooklyn, a Brooklyn accent. Sorry. New York isn't my specialty. But after you told me that story, even the next day, you didn't fully remember what you told me. And then here's the curious thing. You stopped speaking in an accent. Within a few days, the accent that you had had for a couple of years completely vanished.
That's so creepy. Can you tell me any more? Please, please, please. Like, give me a, let me see, appropriate summary.
You had a difficult life. You were not raised by your parents.
I was adopted?
No, you were raised by grandparents. And that led me to believe that either you had lost your parents or that your parents were not capable of taking care of you, which kind of is what the feeling that I got from some things that you said. And you died young, pretty tragically.
Can you tell me how old was I? I won't ask how, because I know that's probably the dark part.
Yeah, you're right. You were in your early 20s.
Oh, God.
And you weren't treated very well. So it was very sad for me to hear that. I cried.
Oh,
I definitely cried.
I'm having an amazing life right now.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you. I really, really am.
Oh. Instead of squeezing your foot, squeeze my hand.
Yeah, we're sitting crisscross applesauce in your room. We have the microphone on top of your fidget box. And
fidget toys are my favorites.
Yeah.
I have 77.
Yeah. Hey, how could I be a better mom?
Buy me more fidget toys?
Buy you more fidget toys?
Yeah.
No, seriously, how could I be a better mom?
You can't.
I want you to tell me one thing that I can improve.
You can't.
Dude.
You can't improve.
Oh my God.
Except for maybe, like, yelling at me too much.
I yell at you?
Wait, no. That was for Daddy. Dad.
Don't talk about Daddy. I can yell at Daddy all I want.
I know.
No, seriously.
You can't improve.
Do I still yell at you a lot?
No. You're perfect.
Dude, no one's perfect.
You can't improve.
Okay.
Buy me a third cat.
No. Okay.
What do you think you have to improve on?
I think I do a lot for you, but I think, God, you're good. I think one of the things that I need to improve on, honestly, and it's difficult, is I need to remember that you're just a kid. Because you're so grown up so much of the time that I forget and I treat you like you're an adult, which is good in some ways, but
not so good in some ways.
Yeah, exactly. So I just need to like keep in the forefront of my mind remembering that you're a kid.
Yeah. But otherwise, like, you're perfect. She is so perfect. She is so perfect. You are so perfect.
No, there's no such thing as perfect.
Yes, there
I have a big issue with this word.
There's only one thing that's perfect, and that is you.
Oh my God. I am far from perfect, but I appreciate you very much.
You are the only perfect. Perfect is you.
My God.
The word definition in the dictionary is you.
Do you know what's really cool?
Laura Vanian-Green.
Instead of fighting this back and forth, what I'm going to do is when you're a teenager and the first time you're like, I hate you, Mom, I'm going to play this podcast back to you and be like, you said I was perfect.
You always say that and then you like forget 5 days after. So, ha!
No. I'm gonna write myself a note in my calendar for 5 years from now.
You said that I was perfect.
That's
and
right.
Now you say, I hate you? Really?
Here's the thing. I have an issue with the word perfect because my mother, Grandma Alicia, whom you barely got to meet.
Oh, I know. I know what you're going to say, but Go on.
She had an absolute obsession with perfection, and that is a curse. And because, why? Why is it a curse? You tell me.
Wait.
You don't have to raise your
hand.
hand.
I'm raising my hand like in school.
You're the only one here.
I think that when you're a perfectionist, I'm going to use that word. When you're a perfectionist, you can't always live life the way that you really want to, and it affects people around you. It isn't a great way to live your life. Really not a great way to live your life. And when you want someone else to also be a perfectionist and you're a perfectionist, sometimes you just think like, oh, they don't care about anything. They're so careless. And they try and make you a perfectionist and they kind of force you to do some things. Grandma Alicia, if you can see me, don't worry, you were perfect.
Oh, boy. Way to get favor from the other side. Listen, no one is perfect. That's why I don't like this perfection mindset.
Except for you.
No one is perfect. Okay. I appreciate it, but no. So if that's your goal, you're never going to get there. And I'm not saying strive to be better. I believe in improvement. I believe in progress. Mm-hmm. I do not believe in perfection. Perfection is you have already arrived. Mm-hmm. And I just think that doesn't happen and it doesn't exist. And if that's what you're expecting before you can be happy, you're never going to be happy.
I'm so not perfect.
Right? Is there a perfect gymnast? I mean, you do gymnastics.
Simone Biles. I'm just kidding. No, she isn't perfect.
She's
amazing. Amazing. But she is not perfect.
I totally agree. And I think that she is perfect in the example of not being perfect, because she is the best in the world, right? The greatest of all time, the goat.
Oh, the goat.
I have to make a goat sound. Wait, that's kind of a lamb.
I can't do it.
But I had so much admiration for what she did this summer in the Tokyo Olympics.
We're going to see gold over America.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I cannot wait to see Simone. But when she decided to not compete in the Olympics because she didn't feel safe.
I'm already applauding.
You know, and she was trying to keep the rest of her teammates. She was trying to not drag the rest of her team down.
Yeah.
That was perfect in its selflessness. Perfect in its self-preservation.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And we all know she's the best gymnast, right? She doesn't have to, prove herself every single time. I thought that was such a great example. I couldn't have been prouder.
A lot of people thought, and I know this because a lot of people in my gym, well, I guess not in my gym, like some of the friends that I know that know Simone Biles know that I love Simone Biles and sometimes kind of follow. Some of them thought, I didn't think she made the right decision. But
okay, wait.
I said, wait, what are you talking about? She made the perfect decision ever.
I don't know why. Sorry, this computer's suddenly telling me that it doesn't have battery. Just hang on real quick and let me plug it in.
Okay.
This has never happened before.
Technical issues.
Seriously.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit. Hold on. I just need a sip from my mom's coffee cup. I had some coffee. It works. Okay. Hi, Mom. I had a sip of your coffee.
What? Okay,
I've been talking to the folks.
Okay, great. The folks. The folks appreciate you.
Thank you.
Dude, I'm really surprised here.
I know.
Okay, so I'm so sorry that we got interrupted with what you were saying about Simone Biles. But can you please continue your thoughts now that we are plugged in?
Yes. So, I guess I was kind of done with my sentence. I'll repeat it.
Well, you were just saying that some people at the gym were maybe saying that she didn't make the right decision to take a step back.
One person.
Okay. Wow.
I just wrote the name in the air.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
What did she say?
She thought that Suni Lee was the best gymnast and that Simone Biles because of her decision, didn't deserve to be the best gymnast. She thought that Suni was more graceful, and especially because of that decision that Simone Biles made, she just thought Suni Lee should be the best. Simone Biles should be kicked off or not the best. Suni Lee should be the best. And I love Suni Lee.
She was great.
She was very graceful, especially on bars.
She is super graceful and beautiful. I mean, when I say she, I mean her performance. But no one has Simone Biles' power.
No.
She can literally do things that no other female gymnast in the world can do. The end.
The end. Losers who think that.
We're not going to call people losers.
Ha ha.
How do you feel about the kids at your school? Wait, let me take that back. What is it like for you going to an Armenian school? And I preface this by saying I know this is all that you've known because since we put you into pre-K, preschool. Yeah.
Purple class, first class ever that there ever was HBU, all the way up to 3rd grade now.
Yeah, I think you were 2.5 when we started you at HBU.
2.5.
So it's all you've ever known. But what is it like being in an Armenian school? Because you've certainly been in non-Armenian environments from, ballet to gymnastics to piano to a whole bunch of other things. What's it like?
It's okay. My least favorite part of the day is probably Armenian class because I am the one who knows least Armenian. And I know that you find that upsetting, but also it isn't your fault, Mom.
No.
It isn't your fault.
No, the reason why I find it upsetting is because it is my fault.
No,
it is. No,
it's
listen.
my fault. I should learn better. If that's even a thing.
Sweetheart, those other kids are better at Armenian than you are because their parents speak it. Because most of them have 2 parents that speak Armenian, and when they don't, like let's say we'll use Josie as an example.
Okay.
So Josie's mom may speak English to her, and obviously Josie's dad doesn't speak Armenian. But Josie spends a heck of a lot of time with her grandparents, and they exclusively speak Armenian to her. And most of your peers are hearing Armenian all the time. And you're not. And the reason that you're not is because I'm not speaking it with you and Grandpa's not speaking it with you. And it is through no fault of your own that Armenian is your most difficult subject. And I'm sorry. I feel like I failed you.
I can understand the easiest words, but I can't understand, I can understand the words from 1st grade.
Can you say an Armenian sentence?
I don't know.
Anything.
I know a few.
Anything. Just give me one Armenian sentence.
I'm thinking. How do you say soft in Armenian?
Papuk.
Okay. Yes, papug gabuid ator unim.
Very good.
Wait, no. Sorry. Yes, yergu papug gabuid ator unim.
Okay. What makes Armenian so difficult? Is it just it not being familiar, or do you think it's a really difficult language?
Every language is difficult in its own way. It's just that I'm not familiar with it. I mean, if I only speak Armenian, let's just say... I only spoke, God. If I only spoke Armenian... You know what? Let's not even go there. If you introduced a whole entire new language to me, I would take just probably the same amount of time for Armenian. It's very new to me. And I caught on to English quicker than normally. But more people spoke English around me.
Before I sent you to Armenian school, you spoke a lot more Armenian. Because I did speak some to you when you were a baby and a toddler. And you knew a lot more words then than you do now.
Embarrassing.
But
okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
How do you connect with being Armenian or feeling Armenian?
I don't feel Armenian enough.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me.
I don't feel Armenian enough.
Can you explain more?
I want to learn Armenian, but I don't really want to take so much effort just for feeling like I'm Armenian enough.
So not being able to speak the language super well makes you feel like you're not really Armenian?
Enough.
Enough.
I know that I'm Armenian, but not enough. And podcast. I don't feel like I'm Armenian enough.
Is there anything aside from speaking the language that would help you to feel Armenian enough?
We can't change anything about this. I am vegan, but I want to try a lot of the unvegan Armenian foods because so many of them, they don't make Armenian versions, and all of the vegan versions I don't really like, except for probably just lavash bread with earth balance, vegan butter.
What about lahmacun?
Oh, yeah.
We get the spinach kind.
Oh, except for that. Those two things. They don't really make...
I'm not trying to argue with you, but I'm just trying to collect a list. No, we made sarma together last year. Do you remember rolling the grape leaves? You don't?
No. That was last year?
You're breaking my heart. Yeah, it was during quarantine.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
We sat at the table. We rolled grape leaves. I thought it was this amazing bonding experience, and you don't remember it. That's okay, baby.
We sat at the clear, glassy table.
Yeah?
Thingies. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember how that tasted, though.
What is it? Because this is actually very useful insight for me, and it tells me that I have a lot more work to do in this area, and I need to pay more attention to this. Name me 2 Armenian dessert. Oh, sorry, I said dessert because that's what I want. I want a knefe, which is not exactly Armenian. It's Middle Eastern.
I want a knefe so bad. Wait, I almost said a canoe.
Knefe. That sounds like a slogan somehow.
I know. It totally does.
So name 2 Armenian dishes that you would like to try, and I will make my best attempt at veganizing them if possible. Go.
So many things. Can you try and make knefe? Could you try?
That's major. I don't know if I could make a regular one versus make a vegan one, but name me a couple of other things that you'd like to try.
I want to try lahmacun, but not the spinach kind. I want to try, could we try and put vegan meat or something?
Okay.
Could we try?
I could try.
That's the big thing that everyone always eats.
It's so good too. I'm thinking, you know what? I could probably make that with some soy crumbles if I just got the right spices. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But how would I make that bread? I mean, I assume it's possible.
We could use lahmacun and just burn it or something. Not burn it.
Not letting you into the kitchen.
No fireplace, no smoke.
Okay, so lahmacun with meat, but vegan version. And then what else?
That's really just the biggest thing that I really, really want to try.
How about a boiled egg?
Ooh, yeah. Oh my god. Totally. Yes. Ooh, I keep hitting my water bottle. Yes. And yes, and yes, and yeah.
All right.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Okay, it's my mission. I'm going to try to make that for you.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you. Mwah.
Now, since you were a baby, you have been to every April 24th demonstration. We're pushing you.
April 24th?
What's April 24th?
I forgot.
This interview is over.
What is it? Is it your birthday?
It's Armenian genocide.
Oh my god! I thought it was April 25th. I thought it was April 25th.
All right, kid.
I totally thought it was April 25th.
Okay,
well, it's April 24th. Now I know.
So you've come to all the protests with us since you were a baby and we had to push you in a little stroller.
I've seen a few friends, too, and I always like to chant.
Yes. We've done all that stuff. Do you feel Armenian when we're marching with a group of Armenians?
Yes.
Okay. But I want to get to the bottom of this feeling. If you could speak Armenian, what do you think would be different?
Armenian would be like any other subject. Then math would be my least favorite subject. I'm good at it, but my teacher, she just takes so long explaining, and most of the 3rd grade math equations I've already learned in 1st grade or 2nd grade. She just takes so long explaining because no one's actually practiced.
Does being vegan make you feel less Armenian?
Sometimes when people are having a lot of Armenian food in the school cafeteria, a little bit. But I get over that really quickly.
I don't know what to do with this, that the person who started Armenian Enough podcast has a daughter who doesn't feel Armenian enough.
That should be a slogan. That should be a slogan.
I don't know, a slogan for failure.
Welcome to Counseling of Failure. Here's our slogan.
Let's have a real conversation.
Okay.
You are 100% Armenian from my side of the family.
Thank you.
It's just a fact. And Daddy is not Armenian. So technically you are 50% Armenian. But I believe, and one of the things that we talk about incessantly on the show is that being Armenian is an internal sense of who you are, where you belong, the culture, the heritage, the hundreds and hundreds of ancestors that we will never know that came before us, that created us, whose DNA we carry, whose legacy we carry. That is what makes us Armenian, our connection to that.
Very true.
My grandparents in general, Armenian genocide survivors. Mm-hmm. Impossible in any stretch of the imagination that their great-granddaughter would not be Armenian. You have genocide survivor DNA in you. It's in your blood. It makes up your cells.
It is?
Yes.
Thank you.
No one can take that away from you. If you never spoke one word of Armenian, it would not make you any less Armenian.
Really?
Yeah, really. We want you to do it for different reasons so that you can experience your culture more, so that you can understand the Armenian culture more. But even if you never, ever spoke Armenian, no one could take away from you that you are. Just look at those beautiful brown eyes. Look at that. Mm-hmm. It's in your blood, baby. It's your legacy. And all your Armenian relatives who are crossed over on the other side are watching you and guiding you, and they're proud of you.
Thank you.
Nothing could make you less Armenian. Not being vegan, not being gay, if that's, something that you decide you are. You're shaking your head no?
No.
Oh, talk to me.
I completely.
Sorry, there was a mosquito there. Sorry, I didn't mean to just smack you in the middle.
So please, I already have like 20 mosquito bites.
I know, they love us. But go ahead.
I have 17 to be
I don't want to interrupt what you were saying. So you were saying you don't want to be gay?
I do not want to be gay. However, I completely 100% respect people who are gay.
Okay. But I'm just now curious, why don't you want to be... And gay doesn't necessarily mean like just gay. I just mean the whole umbrella of bi, whatever. You're cool with bi?
Maybe.
So why would you not want to be gay? This is curious now. I've never heard you say that.
All that really comes to mind, I have to think about it more, and now, I don't really want to marry a girl.
Okay.
That's what I really mean. I don't mean, I don't want to be gay, but it's just the first thing that comes to my little strange mind when you say gay.
Do you want to marry a boy? Yeah? Okay.
Or it could be, what was it called? That when a woman, no one marries anybody? What was that called?
It's just called being a woman.
No, what was it? There's a word for it.
Single?
No.
A spinster?
Yes.
No, wrong.
It's a woman that never
Yes, but that's a derogatory term.
What's a derogatory?
A derogatory
thingy?
term means that it's not a nice way of saying it. It's like an insult.
Oh, okay.
So spinster is an insult.
Now I see.
That's why I said a woman.
Okay.
So you
I'm a woman.
Between marrying a woman and marrying a man, you'd actually prefer to not be married.
I mean, it depends if there's a guy who's right for me.
Okay. What if there's a girl who's right for you?
I'd have to think about it before I'd consider it and then say yes to it.
Okay.
Or say no to it.
What do you think marriage is?
Marriage?
Yeah. Like, what do you think it's like? I know you know what it is.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But I know that a lot of people like it. A lot of people like marriage.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend.
4 out of 5. Oh, yeah.
Do you think you want to have kids when you grow up?
Yeah. I either want to have 2 girls or 1 girl. I don't want to have a boy. They're all crazy.
Boys are crazy?
Boys are so, I'm using what used to be one of my favorite songs. It's called Boys Are So, And I still believe that, because they are.
You haven't been raised in an anti-boy household, you know?
I know.
I don't know why you don't like boys. Maybe it's just something that you have to go through at this age. Some boys are okay. Some boys are really annoying, but you could say that about anyone.
Most.
Some girls are really annoying.
Oh, some. And you know who.
So, have we talked about everything that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
You are now on the verge of being 9 years old. Dun, dun, dun.
Done.
Close your eyes. Fast forward in your mind 5 years. You're on the verge of your 14th birthday.
Can it be 15?
Why?
Can we be 6 years? I want my quinceañera.
Okay. You want to be on the verge of your 15th birthday?
Uh-huh.
Even though we're not a Hispanic family, you want a quinceañera?
Yeah.
Well, and a sweet 16, I'm guessing.
Oh, wait, no, 16. Yeah, sweet 16.
Okay, fine.
7 years later.
Ruin my perfectly crafted question, why don't you? Imagine, close your eyes. Close. Imagine we are on the verge of your 16th birthday. Wow. How is your life different?
I have my second ear hole pierced.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can feel it. And I have 7 cats.
You clearly don't live with me.
I have my own phone.
Sorry.
And I live with you and Dad. And Grandpa also lives with us. We are very, 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 very rich. And I have a lot of fidget toys. And I have a lot of money for spending. And just because we are the most rich family ever, they pay us $1 million a month. Just for being amazing, kind, sweet, nice, and rich.
All right, Sammy. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay.
Back to 9.
Back to 9. Okay, so just the last couple of questions. What do I normally ask people? Yeah, we know about the Armenian speaking. What's your favorite Armenian food?
I want to say sadma. I really want to.
What's
Please
stopping
camp
you?
out. I'm just kidding.
What's stopping you?
I think that I have the spinach lahmacun. That's on top of it, right there. Sadma's like one little inch under.
We should go get some. Maybe we should get some today.
Oh, heck yeah. We should totally get some.
Okay, we can do that.
Also, that mosquito bit me.
It did. I'm sorry. Oh, honey.
It's all right.
You're just too sweet. Do you have a favorite Armenian celebrity?
You!
I am not an Armenian celebrity.
You're
You're so sweet. I just think you
celebrity.
don't know anyone else.
Everyone watching, text in the comments.
No one watches. You can't text. It's not YouTube.
Can you try and shout out right now? Is this beautiful, beautiful woman your favorite celebrity?
Thank you.
Shout it out. Yes, no, maybe so. Say yes.
Thanks, honey. You're such a good, what's the word I'm looking for?
Influencer?
Yeah, but no.
Okay. Yeah, but no.
You're so good at doing my PR.
Thank you.
Last but not least, Samantha, do you know my last question that I ask everyone?
Wait, can I guess one more?
Yeah, you can guess.
Do you like the conversation I have no idea.
No. The last question is, do you know how to read Armenian coffee cups?
Yes.
Yes, you do. And we need to do more of that. Will you read my cup today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to. It's fun.
Awesome. I can't wait. Thank you so much for talking to me, Sam, with the microphone. I know we talk all the time. Mm-hmm. Literally all the time.
Talk all the time, especially with the microphone.
Was there anything that you wanted to say that you didn't get to say today?
Except for I love you.
You're very sweet. Thank you so much, baby. I love you too. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, that was very close to the microphone. Okay, so if people like this conversation or want to hear more...
leave a like and subscribe. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's on YouTube.
You're so... You know what? You're used to doing that because of your YouTube channel, and you're very distracted by this mosquito that is in the room.
Yes.
But listen, so what do I have? I don't have a YouTube channel, really. What do I have?
A podcast.
I have a podcast.
I almost said a podcast. I don't know why.
A podcast.
A podcast.
Okay, I have a website. Do you know my website?
Armenian enough?
.com?
.com?
Yes.
Okay. I was going between .gov, .org, and .com.
It's .com.
Mostly it's .com, but .gov.
Armenian-enough.com. And then my Instagram handle. Do you know what my Instagram is?
Let me guess.
It's the name of the podcast.
Armenian enough at Vanian-Green.org.
No,
I was almost say agbu.org.
No.
Because that's one of my email passwords.
Yeah.
Like for school, Chromebooks, the end is agbu.
You've gone way too far.
Yeah.
You've gone way too far. Let's circle it back. So either visit us at armenianenough.com, the website, or follow us on Instagram at armenianenough.
Okay.
And season 4 is right around the corner. We are in
2 more weeks.
That's not my promise that it's 2 more weeks, but I will do my best.
2 more months.
No. Season 4 is coming. Thank you. Dude, you're like my unwanted echo here. Season 4 is coming. Stay tuned. All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Until next time, remember that you are always more than enough.